Hi, this is Diane Lee from Teach Pre-K, and I am getting ready for the new school year. It is after July 4th, and that's when I start doing a little bit at a time so that when I come back and I have all the meetings that I have to go to that first week, I have my classroom and things pretty well set and I can relax a little and chill out. I recommend as soon as you can get your keys and get into your classroom to just do a little bit, every couple of days, and that way you can kind of relax into the week and meet the teacher and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to share with you guys one thing that I've done since I started teaching, and I am in either my 13th or 14th year. I always forget. But I have two classes. I have a morning class and an afternoon class. And how I make things easier for myself is I do a little color coding. It's not super in depth, it's pretty easy. I just assign one color to each class. And for a long time, I've used purple and green. I use purple for my pre-K and green for my preschool. My preschool class comes in the morning. They're my 3 to 4 year olds. And my pre-K class comes in the afternoon. And I just think it's easy for the kids because they look for that color, and that makes it easier for them to find their names and their cubbies and their coat hooks and just anywhere where something for their class is going to be. So I'll show you a few things that I do. Some of these things are from last year. I'm still trying to work out what I want to do for this year. But one thing I do is I have a take-home folder, and I started this about 3 years ago. I put these in their backpacks, and I put any picture envelopes, any work that we've done, any little notes home or anything inside just a simple 2-pocket folder. I get these 25 in a box from Amazon, fairly cheap. I'll leave a link if you're interested. I just make a real generic name label, but I know this is for my preschool class because it is green, and my pre-K class is purple. So that way I know which stuff goes in which folders, and if I ever find one of these lying around, I know which class it's for. I put their names on everything as well. These are under their coat hooks, so they know where to hang their backpacks and their coats. Pre-K is purple, preschool is green. It's got their name on it. I teach their parents to show them the first few times and then let their kids start to read their own names and find their own coat hook. So last year I used monsters. The year before it was like llamas or hippos. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this year, but this is a great identifier for the kids and then for me as well. I have cubby names that are the same. Green is for preschool, purple is for pre-K. And just my luck, this I print these on an 8x5x11 piece of paper, and these fit perfectly in my cubby. I just tape these to the edges of the cubby so the kids look for their names. Now, in previous years, I have gone so far as to put their picture so they find their face, and that helps them with their names. I didn't find that that was super duper effective, and I'll tell you why in just a second because I do something else that's really good for that. But those are cubby names. All right, so this is the little thing I do. I've got a table that's my writing center table, and it's near a wall. And every day when the kids come in, they have a routine. They go to that table, they find their name. They find their name by finding their pictures. This is one from last year, my little friend Jasmine and my little friend Leona. So I only put out the green ones for my preschool because that's who's in the class, and the purple ones for my pre-K. What's great about this, they find their face, they start learning their name because they know it's them, and they start looking at their letters. And so this is really effective. Also, what they will do is after they find their name, I have a little pocket chart, kind of like this, stuck to the wall. They just find a space to put their name, and everybody puts their names. This thing gets filled up when everybody is there. Any names that are left on the table, we know that that person is sick today, or they're on a trip, or they just won't be there. And the kids, they love it because it just gives them one thing they know they do when they get in the room. They go to that table, they put their name in the pocket chart, then they can choose a little starter center that I have set up for them every day. But another thing these are really great for is when we do any name practice activities. I have them get their name strip. I call these a name strip from the get-go so they know what I'm talking about. Go get your name strip from the pocket chart. They hear pocket chart over and over. They hear name strip over and over. They find their little face. They bring it to the table, and then we'll do whatever our name writing activity or first letter of our name activity is. And they have got their name right there by their face, so they start really learning those letters. And I used to have one or two kids that couldn't find their name by the end of the year. You know, we work all year and we've got their names on everything. Once I started doing this one little activity with their little faces, with their letters of their names, every single year, no one doesn't know how to find their name. Everyone can find their name. They might not be able to write it independently, especially my 3 and 4 year olds. They're just not ready, but they can find their name because they have seen their face with their name every single day, first thing. So this has been so helpful, so helpful. So I've shown you the coat hooks, the cubbies, and my little name strip activity, kind of a sign in for them, kind of my own little roll call for them. And I'll show you a couple other things. Okay, I have a bulletin board in my classroom. I have a giant one in my hall that I put their work on, and we do some really fun things with that bulletin board. But I have one in my classroom too. And one side of the bulletin board is for my pre-K kids. The other side is for my preschool kids. So I made up these little name tags. This was really easy. I just made a table and filled in the columns with these different colors, and then put a square, superimposed a rectangle on top of it, and then typed their names in a text box. But green is for preschool, purple is for pre-K. So all the purple names are on the pre-K side, and I tack these up, and I just put 2 little thumbtacks or push pins underneath so that when they do a little art project that I want to display on the board inside our classroom, which will usually be like a letter activity, a story activity, or something specific to our theme. And I leave them up until we move on to our next theme or our story. I push pin them in under their name. So then again, they can find their art project and it's under their name, and it's great. So they either know, look for the project that I did. Some of them don't remember, and that's fine. But then again, if they ask me, I can say, hey, you know, Lucy, there it is. There's your name. There's your project. Vivian, there's your name. There's your project. Or vice versa. I'm like, Lucy, is this your project? Yes. Or Vivian, is this your project? Yeah, that's your name. Same way. So that's just another identifier for them in the classroom. Another thing I have is I have a big alphabet line that spans almost one entire wall of my classroom, but it's at child's eye level. So I make just these little name tags, and as we're learning each other and learning each other's names, I have a stack of these and a stapler, and I go down the alphabet line, and I'll say, okay, Mikey starts with M, and I staple Mikey up right above the M. Or for my preschool kids, because this is in green, this is in purple for pre-K, I'll say, okay, Declan, he's got a D, let's find the D, and I'll staple his name above or on the letter D. So then they've got another place where they see their name. So they've got their coat hook, they've got their name strip, they've got their cubby, they've got their name on the artboard, and they have their name with their first letter on our alphabet line, which again, it's not at my level, it's at their eye level. So they really like this. When I get my classroom set up for the beginning of the year, I'll do a little video so you guys can see how all this stuff works together. Another thing that I do that helps me with differentiating the classes but yet has a dual purpose are my placemats. So I made up this placemat a few years ago, and I just used the same template, and actually a lot of other teachers have asked to borrow this. And I think, I I used to give this away for free, an editable version. If I can find that file, I will stick that in my description as well, and then you can download their own. What I like about this is, again, this is green because it's a preschool child's placemat. His name is in the middle, so at snack time, the first, gosh, I'd say for the 3 and 4-year-olds, it's the first couple of months, we help them find their placemat, and we'll go, look, it's your name. Your name starts with a T, T-H-E-O. So we'll find their name. But as we start doing our letter of the week, this has all the lowercase letters on it. I have all the uppercase letters above my rug where we do circle time. And so the kids get to see those uppercase letters. But here we will try to find, I'll go, our letter of the week is, what is it this week? And they'll say M. And I'll go, yeah, okay, let's see who can find. And this is at snack time, so they're eating and chatting. I'm like, who can find the letter M on their placemat? I think it's with a mouse because mouse starts with that letter M sound. And I think it might be blue. And they'll look, and some of them find it right off, and some of them need help. And what's great is it's another learning opportunity. They can look over at a friend who knows where their letter M is, and they'll find it as well and go, okay, yeah, that's what M looks like. Or I'll come over and help them. But so we just wait until everybody puts their finger on it, and I'll go, oh, great job, Theo. Great job, Declan. Great job, Ashlyn. Just whoever finds it. And I do the whole class because they all eventually find it. But see, same thing with the purple. So even snack time has a built-in learning opportunity. And also if I have like a sub or a substitute aide and they've got to put the placemats out and help me get things ready, they know when they come in, I go, everything for this class is green, everything for this class is purple. So it's easier for me when I've got a sub. Okay, another thing that I do is on top of my Cubby shelves right by the door, I have a green book and magazine holder for preschool and a purple one for pre-K. And inside that, if the kids ever have to bring like a family picture for when we're learning about families, or, picture money, or if we're collecting things for a school fundraiser, I'll put all the things that go with preschool in the green one and pre-K in the purple one. And inside of that are my student information binders. This one's for pre-K. It is outlined in purple. And in here are all those beginning of the year forms with their phone numbers, their parents' names, emergency contacts, and all of that. It's all on computer at my school too, but I don't sit at a computer all day. Sometimes, like if a kid is sick or has a fever or hurts themselves, I need to rush to find this, drop it to that, the name. It's always going to be in alphabetical order in these little sleeves. I'll find the parent's phone number or guardian's phone number, and right away I can call and let them know what's going on. So pre-K has purple and preschool has green. So that is a great way, and I'll show you what I do. I immediately did the wrong thing. But see, it goes in here, and then anything I have to give, like a parent, I'll stick in here in the morning. So, like if Declan's mom, if a friend drops something off for her, I'll stick it in here, and then I'll give it to her when she drops him off. But that's that. And I'll leave links to anything I can leave links for. But also, if you want help on how to do this stuff, I do want to do some how-to videos. But let me know, because if more people say they want to learn like how to make, these little Cubby name things, what's really cute, I think these monsters were free TPT clip art. So you guys, you can do all this stuff for nothing. Sometimes I will search TPT and I'll have to pay for the clip art that I want. But you guys, there's so much free stuff out there, and you can personalize and color code your own class. And that way it just makes it so easy, because I'm a visual person. And I know anything that's purple is pre-K, anything that's green is preschool. So thanks so much. That is just one little tip for teachers. If you have a better way or a different way, let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks so much.